The fund industry is vast, so it can be quite tricky to locate funds on any system, let alone analytics. And to make life slightly easier, we do accept pretty much every identifier, so ISIN, CEDAL, Citi, MEX, EPIC codes, and of course names. There are a few ways of finding funds on analytics, and there's a couple of search boxes to be aware of. First and foremost, if I have just a name of a fund, like Merlin Fund, on the left hand side, if I go straight to the Instruments tab, pick what universe I want to search on, so in this case Unit Trust and OEICs, and just type in buzzwords like Merlin, there aren't going to be many funds with Merlin in the title, and hey presto, there they all are. Now equally, I might have an ISIN or CEDAL code, so again I can type in, and I happen to know that this code is within the Unit Trust and OEIC universe. Now a lot of times you'll be trying to find a fund, click enter, and it will say no matching results. Now I know that fund is available in that universe, so why is it coming up as it can't find it? Well, usually the reason is this tick box here. When I'm searching for funds by default, it only looks at the driver share classes or the primary share classes. There's different naming conventions for them, but there are so many different share classes on the system, and again in our industry, that if I deselect that tick box on the left and now search for that fund, it just so happened that the fund wasn't a primary share class. It was one of many share classes of that fund that wasn't being searched for at that time. And again, I can just click on add and add that in. Sometimes you won't know what universe the fund is in. You've got offshore, onshore, different variations of each. And again, with that, I don't know whether it's a primary share class or not. Sometimes you'll find the quickest search mechanism on analytics to use is this box up here. Just again, type in a name or a code. So again, I'll do the same P12 and enter. And it runs a whole of database search across every single share class. And it will tell me, yes, it's found the share class that I'm searching for. It will tell me what universe it's part of. And I can again just click on add, and that will add that back to my main screen. You might have a number of funds you're looking for, like a panel of funds or a load of funds within a client's portfolio, and you want to import them all in one go rather than having to type 10, 20, 30 ISIN codes in. So if you click on bulk code importer, that's quite a useful feature. You just follow the prompts. You can paste up to 1,000 codes at one go. Click on next. It will find all of the funds in one fell swoop, and then it will add them back to your panel on the left-hand side. Something else to be aware of when you're searching for funds and analytics is you can actually access deceased funds or inactive funds that may have merged historically or been killed off. You can't get that from the main screen. You have to go inside a portfolio to find those funds. So again, I might have a name or an ISIN code of these funds that I still want to place inside a portfolio, look at the historic performance up and when that fund was killed off. So when you're inside or building a portfolio, on the left, if you paste the code into this search box here, and this search box works quite similar to the main screen. So again, if I'm just looking for active funds, and it's exactly the same logic as before, but the one difference when you're building a portfolio is you can search the database and it will pick out the inactive funds as well. So if that happens to be an inactive fund, of course, if I try and search the Unit Trust and OEIC universe, surprise, surprise, there's no matching results because, as we know, the fund is dead. If you click on the little icon here, again, it runs a whole of market search or a whole of database search, and it finds all of the funds that meet that identifier, which is this Omnis one that's actually tells you it's inactive, and it tells you the last date, price date that we've collected is back in 2012. So it will go from 2009, which is the start date, all the way to 2012. So if you click on that little green icon, it will fling that back into your portfolio, so that I still can now include funds into a portfolio that are deceased, but it will still pull up the price performance pre-2012. Hope you found that tip useful. As ever, if you need to talk to us and ask us any questions, you've got live chat in the bottom right hand corner. You've also got a help desk on the left under contact us, and you've got a training team and guides under here.